We are also committed to supporting infrastructure development and the growth of economically integrated cities and communities. Treasury will continue to facilitate conditional grants, provide financial incentive for infrastructure planning and development to municipalities. This will be achieved through the Local Government Financial Management Grant, the Neighborhood Development Partnership Grant, the Grant and Project Support Grant, the Infrastructure Skills Development Grant. Transfer to these grants are projected to be 6.9 billion over the next 3 years. Through the international engagement with multinational development banks and international financial institutions, South Africa will continue to foster collaboration, source technical best practice, as well as source competitive financing as part of our borrowing strategy. 5-year country partnership strategies with multinational development bank will focus on fostering competitiveness, fostering investment, supporting small and medium enterprise, creating jobs and economic recovery. Madam Speaker, Deputy Speaker, the department's budget over the next 3 years is 2.8 trillion. Close to 60% or 1.7 trillion is for transfers to provincial governments for the provincial equitable share. A large portion of these funds will be dispersed to provincial equitable share for adjustment related to compensation of employees in provincial departments, inflationary adjustment for non-governmental organizations within provincial departments of social development, and for the implementation of the Presidential Employment Initiative in provincial departments of education. Debt service cost of 34.4% or 1 trillion of the department over the medium term, over the MTF period. With an additional 3 billion, a total of 34.3 billion has been allocated to the South African Revenue Service to build capacity of human resources and implement ICT projects. The South African Special Risk Association, which is SASRIA, has been key to our response to civil unrest in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng last year, and we have an obligation to ensure that it can honor its financial obligations. The 2021-22 expenditure also includes 18 billion paid to SASRIA as a direct charge from the Revenue Fund. In aggregate, SASRIA has received a total of 22 billion in the 2021-22 financial year. Deputy Speaker, allow me to conclude by reiterating that we are at an inflection point in our life as a society and as an economy. We are at a point of great uncertainty, but also at a moment of great opportunity. We are required to make some tough decisions. The moment demands that we stick to the policy course of balancing support for the most vulnerable households with the careful rehabilitation of our public finances. Lastly, I would like to thank my outgoing Director General, Mr. Dondo Mukaja. He has served National Treasury and his country with distinction and integrity. Our democratic project and the institutions that are at the bedrock of our fair and prosperous society rely on individuals like Mr. Mukaja. Individuals who are willing to dedicate themselves selflessly to a greater good. Our continued gratitude goes to the chairperson of our oversight committees. We look forward to your continued support and guidance. I thank you.